Boy, I'll tell you, nothing frustrates me more than hearing about family that doesn't support their loved one that's going through benzo withdrawal. I'll tell you, it is a really difficult thing for me to wrap my head around and be compassionate for the family, because part of me, it strikes a nerve. Part of me wants to say, hey, if you're a spouse, let's say husband, wife, till death do us part, right? What happened to that? I'm tired of hearing about a spouse running out on someone that's going through this. I'm tired of hearing about children, I say children, but they're adults, the kids of people going through this that say nasty things to their parents. Oh, get over it, walk it off, be a man. You're faking it, you're dragging it, you like the misery. I mean, I've heard all these. I mean, it's who would say that if your loved one was going through cancer? Battling cancer and going through chemotherapy, and they were so sick in bed they couldn't get out to, wash the dishes or do anything. Well, we go, oh, God, just walk it off. Stop being a baby. But yeah, people say this every day to people going through benzo withdrawal. And I think what it is they can't see it. And they don't know, with cancer, we can process it. We know what cancer does. We know it's fatal. Well, look, so is benzo withdrawal. But, okay, maybe not as fatal as cancer, obviously. In cancer, we can take pictures and MRIs, and we can see tumors, and we can remove things, surgically, meds. But with benzo, first off, you have the medical community largely ignoring it, or at the very least downplaying the effects of these drugs, telling you things like, oh, you could just get off it, just stop taking it. Oh, no, you shouldn't be having withdrawal symptoms. That's just pre-existing stuff. And maybe your family's hearing this, and they're believing it. And they're like, oh, mom or dad, come on. But it's not a come on. It's not. Just because you can't see their pain, just because you can't see their injury, just because you can't see the extent of what they're going through, does not mean that they're not going through something very profound. And I say shame on you if you leave your spouse because they're going through something like this. If you're a sibling, a child who condemns their parents or brother or sister for going through something like this, shame on you. Because these are the tests in life that really show us who we are, who's around us, who's important in our life, and who isn't. And so, if you're married to someone that's going through something like this, it's not just a test that they're going through. It's a test that you're going through. For better or worse, richer or poor, whether he or she is healthy or he or she is sick, this is what's important. And if you're going to run out when someone gets cancer, someone's sick, someone's going through benzo withdrawal, I say shame on you. So if you're going through this and you have a spouse, brother, sister, child, parent that doesn't understand, maybe show them this video. Maybe try to show them some more evidence. There's tons of peer-reviewed scholarly research out there on the effects of this drug, and it is the worst drug, guys. It is the worst drug. I challenge you to find another drug that's harder to come off of. Another drug that has more withdrawal symptoms. Another drug that has more deadlier withdrawal symptoms. Another drug that years later you could still be having withdrawal symptoms. I mean, it's incredible. And it's the one drug that most of us never took to abuse. It's the one drug we didn't take to get high. So you can't put us in the same category as an alcoholic, someone who had an opioid addiction, heroin, meth, crack, cocaine. It's not the same thing. These are people that took the drug as prescribed, became tolerant, had no idea what they were getting into. And it just really pains me when I'm working with people and they tell me these things about their families, just not getting it, just not seeing it, not being supportive. And I get it. I know it's hard. I know you get tired. People get tired of us, and we can't do the things we used to do. We're not fun to be around. We're probably a pain in the ass. But this is life. This is life. And I'll tell you this. Eventually, all of us come out of this thing and we heal. And many of us, it requires so much to heal, of lifestyle changes and correcting what we've gone through, we come out of it, we're so much more strong. We're so much stronger. And a lot of us really want to get back to life. We're motivated by this. We're driven. And I say, the people that ran out on us during these moments, boy, they don't get to enjoy the better part of us, will they? Hey everyone, thanks for watching and listening. Please click the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the content. And be sure to check out my book on Amazon, The Powers Manual, Benzo Guide to Recovery.